Hi, my name is Lynn. Welcome to Tai Chi Session 2. You may tune in to Tai Chi sessions anytime. However, we suggest skipping a day or two in between to allow your muscles to recover. So now, Session 2, we'll review Session 1, including Forms 1 and Form 2, and we will learn Form 3. So we're seated here, perched. Remember, perched. You're sitting forward on your chair. This part of your thigh is open air. I'm turning sideways in case you forgot from the first session. You're perching on your chair. This part of your thigh is open. And I will face. And we're going to do our breathing again. We're going to hold our arms out. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe, inhale and exhale. This is kind of a calming exercise. Think about this when you're waiting for a root canal or something like that. In and out. So now put your hands on your thighs. We're going to reach forward with our torso from our hip hinge, hands forward, back, forward. We have a straight back, shoulders relaxed but back, and we're not reaching with our shoulders. We're reaching our whole torso. Remember, your crown of your head reaches the ceiling, and as you bend forward, it traces a line along the ceiling. Now let's try it to our corner. Face your torso toward the corner, not all the way to the side. We don't want to twist our back too much. Be gentle with your back. So we're going to the corner, forward, back, center. How about our other corner? Corner, forward, back, center. One more time. Corner, forward, back, center, forward, back, center. Now there is a figure eight that we did first session, and I'll demonstrate that a little bit. So we bend forward. Wait a minute. Let's form our ball first. Oh, our temporary, imaginary basketball or volleyball. One hand is on top of the ball, about chest high. The other hand is on the bottom of the ball. So let's roll the ball over. We practice this just to keep our hands near our center line. That's what the ball is for. Roll the ball over, roll the ball over. Now the figure eight. Roll the ball over. Forward. I'm going to go to my corner the way my hand, my top hand, this way. So corner, back to center, roll the ball over. Now we'll go the other way. My hand will go to that corner. My hand is on top, so we will go to that corner. Forward, corner, back, roll the ball over, forward, corner, back to center, roll the ball over, forward, corner, center, roll the ball over. So that's our figure eight. Now we're going to stretch forward with our arms out forward. Still maintain good posture, shoulders, stretch your back. we're bending here from the hip hinge. My eyes, and I hope your eyes, look right between the hands and bend forward, back, and raise your hands as far as you can and back. I'll do this sideways just to show you what we're doing here. So I'm looking between my hands, reach forward, back, up, look between your hands, and do that again. And up. We are reaching with our neck and our hands. That gives you a little stretch there through the neck. So now we will do a 3-point stand. Get perched on your chair. Remember, the front part of your thigh is open air. It's harder to rise from a seating position if you're back like this. Oh, it feels so good to relax. But if you're sit up, it's a lot easier if you're perched on your chair. And 3-point, I'm going to put my hands back, and then I'm going to go forward on count 1. On count 2, I'm going to raise my hips off the chair just a little bit. 2. And I'm going to stand on 3, reaching for the heavens. My hands will come up. I hope your hips are under. Keep your hips tight and down. Let's see, I forgot something. Well. Okay, so to sit, your hands are forward, your knees are soft, you're bending from your hinge here, and slowly, 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 slowly make a good, safe landing. Ooh, success. Let's try this again. 3-point stand. Back. 1. Back. 2. And on 3, we're going to fly. Hips under. Lower your hands slowly, 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 slowly. I know what I forgot to tell you. Let's sit. Hands forward, shoulders nice and relaxed. Bend your knees, bend, and you have your arms forward, and then safe landing. I forgot to tell you, it's harder to stand up with your legs out here, or even here. They should be a little bit under your thighs. That is, you're easy to raise yourself and up. Be good to yourself. Get your feet back when you stand up. So that's good. Let's do it one more time. 3-point stand. Back. 1. Back. 2. And 3. We're going to fly. Hips under. Come down. Slowly, slowly. You should have tight belly and tight bottom here. You're standing with your feet about hip width. We're down. Put your hands behind your hips and stretch your hip plexus here. Oh, that feels good. Do that another time. And back up straight. Oh, that feels good. Now we're standing. I have notes because I forget what comes next. So we're thinking about, whenever we stand, we're thinking about our feet about hip width. And we're thinking of our posture. We're like a marionette. We've got a string right through from your crown down to the floor. Hips under, tight belly. I'd like to talk about the B&B, I call it B&B, but it's really your abs and your derriere, your glutes. But B&B works for me. Tight belly, tight bottom. To me, this is very important, especially for those of us that have discomfort in our lower back. Talk it over with your medical advisor or your physical therapist if that's good for you. To me, it helps me. So when I say tight B&B, here and here, I'm introducing you to some muscles you forgot you had. So, also when you stand up, I think about walking with my hips under, and I'm walking heel before the toe. That's because for a while, after a TIA about 3 years ago, I was tripping over my toes. I had lazy feet, and even walking around campus, sometimes I really have to concentrate on heels hitting the pavement first. If you go backwards, it's just natural. We've all been walking for 60 or 70 years, so, but sometimes if we have a problem, we have to think about how to place our heels. So I'm going to go behind my chair. I like to go side, the other foot together, side, together. Now I can go back, back, together, back, together, back, together. And then I can go behind the chair, side, side, side. So that's one way of going behind the chair. It's slow and deliberate. I find I make more mistakes if I try to hurry. So it's better for me, and perhaps for you, if you just take everything a little bit slower. If you jerk around, you might cave in. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what's going on here. And I'm going to back up a little bit, and I'm going to go forward and back, and then forward again. Now I'm going to go up on my toes. I've got the chair in case I need it. But if you are able, go up on your toes. See, there's a little wobble, but that's okay. We'll do 1, 2, and up on the toes. That wasn't very good. I'm going to hold on to the chair this time, or just touch it. So 1, 2, and on the toes, on the toes. Your toes and your feet are crucial. Your ankles are crucial. we forget about them. We've been walking and dancing and, getting around campus for a long time. We forget about our feet. We want to plant our feet in this. When we go forward, press your toes into the floor. Press. That helps a little balance. Press. Press your toes. And when you rock sideways, sway, you're on this is your weight. You feel the side of the foot, this side. Sway the other way, feel your foot. Now your ankles also sway, 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 sway. All right. I didn't do the diagonal sway, did I? So I think this is very important. Step side, diagonally between forward and side. And sway forward. Your back heel can come up. Sway back, and your front toes can come up. Sway forward and back. Forward, slow. There's a little wobble. Sometimes your ankles flutter a little bit, but that's part of the balance. Slowly, slowly. We do this rock forward and back in many of the forms that we learn. Okay, let's try the other foot. You can have the chair for support. So step diagonally, sway forward. That back heel can come up, sway back. The toes can come up. Let's do that again. Forward, back, just like a rocking chair. Grandpa's rocking chair, forward and back, forward and back. In Tai Chi, most of the forms, we like our knees soft, like this. I always forget that, but think of soft knees. When we rock forward, or let's do both feet, forward, and go as far as you can, and before you fall, step out. I'll demonstrate. So I'm going forward, forward. Quickly, I catch myself. When you come back up, hips under. That's very important. So forward, you're going to forward, you can try this. I think you should try this with a chair, or in front of your couch, or in front of, not in front, beside your bed. So in case you do fall, you'll catch yourself with your hands. So I'm going to move forward, and I'm catching myself, and hips under when you come upright. Let's try this again. Forward, and then hips under. I haven't figured out how to do it sideways. If I start falling this way, push your hips back under you. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe you will. So that's just something to practice so that your brain and your hips know what to do, just in case you start to fall. You may be down here and fall anyway, but at least you have reached your foot and caught yourself. Say you have your groceries, and there you go. So it would be reaching with your groceries. That's just one idea. All right, let me look at my notes here. All right. Today we're going to learn single whip. That's Form 3. I'm going to teach that first, and then we will review Form 1 and 2. Form 3 is single whip. It has the same footwork as Form 2 when we stepped and did this. So the footwork is open up your knee, diagonal, and you will be stretching, and you'll rock back. Your toes will come up and adjust. Your toes will go forward, and you will stretch and touch. It's the same footwork in maybe 5 other forms. So with the other foot, you're going to step forward, you're going to stretch, you're going to rock backwards, your front toes come up, adjust the toes to face forward, stretch, and touch. Now the hands for single whip. You form the ball, here's your reload, and when you lunge out forward, read your palm, and single whip, the palm pushes. Rock back, toes adjust, and let's see, and then the other foot comes to a touch. That side again. I'm on my right side. You look at me. You may use your left side, so it's a mirror image. So I reload. I read my palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, toes up, adjust the foot, stretch, and touch. All these forms, I'm probably teaching segments of the form, but after a lot of practice and many repetitions, it will become natural. And what our goal is to have it flow. And that comes with a lot of practice, just like anything. Okay, single whip the other foot. Yeah, I'm starting with my weight here, my touch, my ball of my other foot is near my supporting leg. And my hand on top is the same hand as what my supporting leg is, this side. Reload, diagonal, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot to forward, stretch, and pause. Let's do that again. We'll do both sides. I like to do first one side, and then I like to do the other side. Back and forth, back and forth. So, I forgot to tell you what the openings exercise is. This is the opening exercise. Forward, you bend forward from your hips, back, and then forward up on your toes if you can. That wasn't very good for me. And then on 3, form the ball with a touch. Let's try that opening exercise again. So what maybe I'll face this way. Opening exercise. Forward on 1, up on your toes, 2, and 3, form the ball with a toe next to your supporting leg. So let's do the opening X and then go into form 3, the read your poem. What's that? Flip. Can't remember it now, but just watch. So, opening X. It's 3 counts, and on the 3rd count you form a ball. 1, 2, and 3 form the ball. This is a reload, diagonal, face your palm, whatever that is, flip, back, adjust the foot, stretch, and touch. Let me see if I know what that is. Oh, single whip, I always forget that. So the other foot, here we are, rewind, step out, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the foot, stretch forward, and touch. I'm going to turn around and do it so you could see from my back side. So here I am. I'm going to just start with the single whip. And I start here. This is my right side. This is where I like to start all of the forms. So this is a rewind, diagonal, read your palm, single whip, stretch, back, rock back, adjust your foot, and stretch, and pause. The other side, rewind, diagonally, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. So that's form 3, single whip. Now I will review form 1, which is moving the ball. It's about the simplest. So the opening X is forward, back, toes, back, and form the ball. Now remember, we're going sideways on form 1. So it's a rewind, step side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Now the other side, rewind, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and touch. So that's form 1. We'll do it again. Rewind, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Rewind, side, roll the ball over. I'm backing up a little, almost fell back. And stretch, and touch. My balance is not perfect. You might see me walking around campus and think my balance is perfect. It isn't. I need this Tai Chi to help may move with better balance. So now let's review form 2. That's parting the wild horse's mane. This is the hands. The other way, it would be your hands pass each other and back. Remember, the feet is open your knee, diagonal, stretch, rock back, adjust the front toes forward, stretch, and pause. The other way, rewind, diagonal, stretch, rock back, adjust the foot, stretch, and pause. So I think I move forward on those because I am stepping forward diagonally. This is a big room. It'll work. So this is form 2. Think about your core here, B and B. Form your ball, rewind, step forward. Are we doing 2? What was that? Oh, part the wild horse's mane. Rock back, adjust the foot, forward, and pause. The other side, rewind, forward, part the wild horse's mane, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. Let's do form 3. What was that? Single whip. I always forget that. So form 3 is rewind, forward, face your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. The other side, rewind, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. I'll try this facing the other way so you can see my back. We will do 3 forms. Moving the ball. Form 2 is parting the wild horse's mane. And 3, single whip, if I remember what to call it. So, first of all, our feet are hip apart, hip distance. Our opening exercise. Forward and back on your toes and back. And now on 3, form the ball. And you have your other foot close to your supporting leg and foot. So this is moving the ball. Remember, it goes sideways first, not diagonally. So we're going to rewind, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Rewind, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Form 2, parting the wild horse's mane. Rewind, diagonal, part the wild horse's mane, rock back, adjust the foot, forward, stretch, and touch. The other side, rewind, diagonally, part the wild horse's mane, stretch, rock back, adjust the toes, rock forward, stretch, and touch. I'm going to have to back up a little bit to do form 3. So this is form 3, single whip. Reload, diagonally, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the foot, stretch, and pause. The other side, rewind, diagonal, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust your toes, and stretch forward, and pause. Your first 3 forms. Oh, we're really coming along here. Let's do this again. I'll get back a little bit. So, our opening X, forward, back, toes, back. On 3, form the ball. We're going to do form 1, sideways, moving the ball. Reload, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Rewind, side, roll the ball over, stretch, and pause. Form 2, parting the wild horse's mane. Oh, that's so poetic. So, reload, diagonally, part the wild horse's mane, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. Rewind, diagonally, part the wild horse's mane, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. Form 3, what is that? Single whip. Okay, I'll remember it. Reload, diagonal, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the front foot, stretch, and pause. Rewind, diagonal, read your palm, single whip, stretch, rock back, adjust the foot, stretch, and pause. Okay, it's always handy to have a chair in case you bend over too far. So we have learned 3 forms. We're really going to town. Remember, this is important. This is important. And this is important. If you can pick up your back heel, pick up your toes, the other foot. We do a lot of this in the forms. I don't know if you noticed. So, just one at a time. So, a closing X exercise. Well, I'm going to demonstrate it, and then I'll do it forward. You might have your chair here like this, or you might have it here when you do this leaning over, or you might lean over in front of the couch or the bed, the side of the bed, or somewhere. But this is my closing exercise. I'm going to open the window, inhale, exhale, now what I do is I've got soft knees. I'm bending from my hip hinge forward. My arms are loose. Now I am fortunate, so I can go down far. If this is all the farther you can go, that's all right. Just go, it's comfortable. But the chair is there in case you do this. So I go down as far as I can. I can even touch the floor because my knees are bent. Now, when I roll up, I'm concentrating on rolling softly one vertebrae at a time. I don't count them, but I'm just imagining one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back, hips under, reach for the heavens, and celebrate the day. That's my closing exercise. So I'll do it facing you. All right. I'm standing here with tight core, belly and bottom. And my arms are going to breathe. Inhale on the open the window. Now bend over, loose arms. My feet are a little bit close. I'm going to adjust them over as far as you can go and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, 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 slowly. Raise your arms to the heavens. Celebrate the day. Thank you for joining me for Tai Chi.